Okay. It has been a while since we've been last on here. At least a week. Maybe about 9 days or 10 days. So, order of the agenda. I do want to at least start the Trailblaze mission. But before that, I want to see what's going on over here. Because we got a new Divergent Universe update. And I do want to check that out. So, we got 3 things on the agenda today. 1, we're going to do this Divergent Universe thingy because I just want to unlock the mode. 2, I want to do some Tribbie pulls. I said I would on... I know I said I did. Was it during my reaction to the Tribbie trailer? I think it was during that. I said I would do 30 or 40. We'll do 30. I could do 40, but I have 10 standard pulls, so we're going to do those. Because whenever there's a new battle pass, I always like to do... There's always a do 40 pulls or 40 warps is always on the battle pass. So just to get that out of the way, we'll spend those 40 on Tribbie's banner before the battle pass expires. Because I have no plans or intentions to grab Mydeimos. I'd rather get Blade. I know he's worse. But I'm looking out for them Stellaron hunters. And then, of course, once we finish those 2 objectives, we'll move into our playthrough of the Trailblaze mission proper, which will probably take up the bulk of the episode. With all things to do, that's the end of our short intro. One last plug before we go. Look for the links if you know where to find them. Because if you do, you can join and message me on Discord and stay informed when I'm going live. And if you know when I'm going live, you can participate. And also, I guess, update. Originally, today's stream was going to be a Lost Branch of Legend stream, but unfortunately, I feel like I've been putting this off for too long at this point. Even if it doesn't get uploaded to my YouTube channel for like another week, I would like to get some of the playthrough of this done. At least before the week resets. We'll definitely get a Lost Branch of Legend video in. I will try to slot one in next week. It's going to be a busy weekend for me, so I probably only have time for one more stream this weekend, and unfortunately, it'll be finishing the event in Genshin before it goes away. So, that's all the news out of the way. Now let's just get back to gameplay. While you and Don Hung were trapped in Amphorius, 2 geniuses were discussing about something. As expected, even with the support of the Divergent Universe, trying to construct a model of Amphorius from the mere scraps of Amoria is still a bit of a stretch. Making something from nothing has always been Mythos' hallmark. On the journey of erudition, every conclusion, instead, must be grounded in evidence. A sealed world reflected in the garden's mirror. My concern for the state of the 2 nameless has just increased by another 12%. What kind of wonder could possibly cover up the 3 paths in such a waterproof way? I gotta thoroughly interrogate those 2 when I get them out of there. Currently in Amphorius. I'm actually gonna get teleported to Amphorius. This is the kind of stuff I was hoping. Since we were going to be stuck on Amphorius from like all the way up until version 3.7, I was wondering, are we going to get scenes like this where we cut to elsewhere in the world just to have the plots move forward? Because if everything is on Amphorius, we've got a huge multi-planet setting in Honkai Star Rail. We can't just be stuck on Amphorius for a full year. I'll get bored of it. Especially with all these plot threads moving in the background. And all these characters that are not on the planet that are involved in the plot. You snap back to reality. This is the Grove of Epiphany. Even though it's not your first time here, the scenery before you still manages to leave you speechless and awe. I don't think I've gotten here yet. You still remember that you came here to pursue that distant voice. Young lady, do you desire wisdom? I desire stellar jades. Alas, there's no wealth to be here. Though there is something much more precious, knowledge. I am a strand of consciousness left behind by the great sage Kaldorthos to manage this grand library known as the Index. Isn't that just a ghost? Got it. Digital life form then. Got anything here that's adult only? You hiss. I shall graciously overlook your foolishness, considering that this is yet a room for your education. It is well known that the Library of Philia holds a vast collection of scrolls and research scholars across the generations as numerous as Aquila's eyelashes. The massive mess of disorganized papers, my colleagues and I poured lives into weaving that research into the sacred tree's memories. Those Circe's and Menestia's golden threads, this wisdom has been able to extend outward, enveloping every corner of the grove, interwoven into a network that bears knowledge. So long as one holds reverence for the Titans, any may touch it, pursue its scrolls, engage in discourse, and resonate with the knowledge left behind the sages of old, or even those left by Circe's. You surf the net too? Whoa, the interweb. Big data is truly everywhere. Corrupted by the black tide, the underground network is slowly decaying. What remains is nothing more than scattered remnants of certain scrolls. But perseverance rewards the steadfast. In the end, I have found a successor to whom I can entrust this place. You've got a keen eye. I'm not it. Stop spouting nonsense. Before you can refuse, a blinding radiance soaks your thoughts, encompassing your soul essence into the labyrinth root system. Ah, so we are the chosen one. Chosen against our will. You open your eyes, barely able to believe the sight before you. Isn't this the Trailblazer Stern? I wanted to test the Divergent universe so much that I started to hallucinate. I'm back? Question mark? Indeed, I was not mistaken in my judgment. It is but a mere shard drawn from memory's depths, yet bears the majesty of an astral vessel, akin to the usurper's fabled skyship. The usurper's fabled skyship. Amphorius lore goes deep. Or should I say, up to the moon. As the saying goes, virtue is knowledge, virtue is wisdom's origin and finale. Gathered here are Amphorius' collective myths, histories, throughout the entire existence. We learned what virtue from the gods to the heroes. This is happening all in my dreams, isn't it? At the same time, it draws from the past scholars, allowing people to understand themselves, forging trials and tribulations unique to only them. Your heart has chosen the skyship, shaping this very scene as the gate to embark on the voyage of discovery. This is all too real. So this is Grove Art Online. You even find yourself doubting whether the simulated Screwlim and Herda might appear at the next moment. In any case, your soul essence will walk alongside legends here, shaping your virtue for forging you into the true sage, and eventually, a true hero. Excessive words are not necessary here, young one. Prepare the thread forth onto the river of knowledge. Please finish the tutorial stage. Okay, we'll do the tutorial stage, and then that'll be the end of this.
20 minutes later.
Well, that was a rather short tutorial. Made longer by technical difficulties. I'll probably do a run of this on my own time. I don't know if people will want me to go through it, because I don't know if it has its own story, like the Divergent Universe Unknowable Domain did. It is much more rapid than I anticipated, but paths, blessings, equations, how you interpret the Titans are indeed unconventional. Feels like you're trying to force formula onto something that doesn't actually fit. As long as the program works, it doesn't matter whether these old 3 variables can be formulaically used to unlock the Titan secrets. We shouldn't get caught up in the details. Even the Titans cannot understand things that have never been seen. The original purpose of enlightenment can only be reached through interpreting the unknown, using the known, forging ahead steadfastly and tailoring education according to the individual's nature. Since the Grove elects to impart knowledge to you through such a method, it must have its reasons. Moreover, these are myths after all. They are bound to be subject to mortal ignorance, giving rise to embellishments and fabrications. At the end of the day, we're still doing tests in this very place. Can Titan Miracles explain everything? Maybe like how the protagonist must have a baseball bat, the Divergent universe is more compatible with the Trailblaze Stern, even if it is a simulation. Can Titan Miracles explain everything? It's Cersei's wisdom, my dear friend. Sorry, Skrillum, I'm playing the pirated version here. It's fine, he'll be overjoyed when you bring back memories you made here to him. I see many traits similar to those heroes in you. I never put much faith in the unruly Zagreus, but I have to praise the opportunity bequeathed by that thief star for me to discover such an heir, such as yourself, for the library's collection. Remember, never forget the heroes and their virtues. Heroes aren't extraordinary existences. Virtues that everyone can possess forge the flame of a hero. True. That's very true. Never forget timely self-reflections. The trials of the self cannot be accomplished in a day. Pride and negligence can even corrupt titans. I will also return to searching within the root system. Perhaps I can uncover some remnant pages unsullied by the black tide. Heir of the knowledge. May Cersei's shield your ignorance. Man, Ratio has got to have some sort of reference to this planet, right? There are some enhanced contents here. These effects can enhance your abilities while you select golden boons. Alright, number of golden boons you can choose from by 1. Ooh, sorry. Butterfly perched on a branch. Have you ever seen a butterfly perched on a branch pouring out the love song of beauty and affection? Yes, animals grow in the footsteps of the Cavalli, of Cavalli, and plants sprout from the hanging branches of Circes, yet upon sudden reflection, none could comprehend their wisdom. The heart of the Reason Titan cracks with sorrow. They wander amphorious, collecting the most beautiful scales and feathers from many creatures, creating golden butterflies. Thus began the world's poems of romance, beauty, and love. Their wisdom could rival Circe's in debate. Their sculpting shamed Aquila, and their singing silenced Fagosa. Menestia, what could be more moving than you? But the butterfly loved in vain. Long companionship stirs the butterfly's heart, so it confesses its love to its creator. But the flustered Circe flees within the sacred tree. Even when the butterfly weeps blood and dies, Circe never returns. Even Thanatos, long accustomed to death, sheds tears for the butterfly, gathering its fragmented soul. Death cast it into a cocoon. Golden butterflies emerge to pursue romance in the mortal world, while the fragile humanoid form is born from the remains of the cocoon. Go, seek love upon the earth. When the time comes, even the silent tree will bloom for you. Giannis guides their path forward. Go, weave romance on the earth. When the time comes, even the tearless god will compose your poetry. Onyx hands them the golden spindle. They begin a journey around the world. They see sheep with offspring wandering the plains, and clusters of humanity singing around the campfire, just as they once did with their creator. They see children running hand in hand, young men vowing to sail far across the seas, just as they once did with their mentor. They see birds carrying fruits to decorate their nests, generals offering flowers to young maidens, their love burning hotter than any core flame. From one end of the world to another, they gather all the love in the earth, and in their long, arduous journey finally brings them back to their origin. They weave the golden cocoon of pure love. The sacred tree opens their path to kin, their branches intertwining with family and friends. Menestia gives all themselves to Circes, and finally, within the chrysalis of gold, receives the whispers of love. Thus the butterfly is reborn from the cocoon, the sacred tree blooms for the lover, and from that moment they remain inseparable. So that's the Chrysalis of Gold. So we got 6 of these. And forward and postscript. Maybe I will do these. Maybe I won't. But I'm definitely going to read them all. Okay, so that's the simulated universe update. And more stuff to go through, I guess. Next thing on the agenda. The 40 warps. Let me see. What is my pity on the standard banner? I gotta be getting close to a 5-star, right? 71, 72, 73, 74. Alright, we might get a 5-star right here. Already. Going to 84 pity. Do we get it? Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. 5-star. What do we get? Who'd we get? I'll settle for anything. I mean, I have everything on the standard banner at this point. Now we just want to start E6ing standard 5-stars. Oh, that's our first Bailu Eidolon. 75, 76. So we got a 77. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pity for the next one. What are Bailu's Eidolons? I do want to start building Bailu. They are an interesting character. Ambrosial Aqua. If the target ally's current HP is equal to their max HP when Invigoration ends, regenerate 8 extra energy for this target. That's kind of neat. I would have rather it been one of the 5-stars I've already built. But we take what we can get sometimes. Oh, we can buy this now. They have added outfits to the contract shop. So 30 pulls on Tribbie's banner. I think we are not at a high pity right now. I think we're at like 1 or less. Yeah, we're at 1. 1 pity. Well, we'll set up to 30 then. I don't expect to get lucky. That being said, we have gotten sub 35 stars before. Although, that being said, looking back on a lot of the footage, most of my 5-stars that I did get under 30 pity, they were the guarantees. So technically you could say that they were already like 70 to 100 pulls or so. Like, we got a Robin in 100 pulls, which means that we got her in like 24 pity after losing 50-50. But this puts us at 11 pity. 20 more to go. 21 pity. Come on, at least give me some hook Eidolons. Although this is 20 pulls, which means we're supposed to get a 5-star unit. Gwenhyphen! I do need Gwenhyphen Eidolons. She's the best dot support that I have. I thank you, game. I thank you indeed. I thank you. What's better than 1 little Gwei? 2 little Gweis. And I think we have Lynx E6, so every Lynx is just an extra pull. Alright. This is the end of my promise. I promised I would do 30 pulls for Tribbie. 1 for each. 10 for Trian, 10 for Trinan, 10 for Tribbie. After this, we're saving everything for 3.2. Because I have a sneaking suspicion Sunday is going to be getting a rerun, and I think he would be a great addition to my account. Because my Jing Yuan, his damage has fallen off. And I'm starting to feel like even the event content that he is designed to be good at, he's designed to be good at with a Sunday. Alright. 31 pity. Well, we didn't get lucky here today. But hey, we got some Gwenhyphens, so there's that. Under Blue Sky. No hooks. Would have liked some hooks. Train of the Universe. Mostly cones I don't need. Well, anyway. That's our Battle Pass complete. Look at that. 1,400. Easy peasy. That's 2 levels by itself, practically. And that means that we'll be sitting at 31 pity for when I do eventually pull for a character in 3.2. Blocking Pike with neck. Every time burn status inflicted by Gwenhyphen causes damage, Gwenhyphen regenerates 2 energy. That's a really good Eidolon. Swallowing sword to stomach. Rip Yanqing's sword. Catching bullet with hands. Smashing boulder on chest is one of my favorites, which I wish that's what we got to see in her actual art, but we don't. We didn't get extra copies of anyone else. Alright. That's 2 things on the agenda finished. Where was I? Alright. Yes, we're going to read text messages now. Winterland's Songs, IPC Technology. Wow, it actually did send. The IPC's technology is so advanced messages can even be sent through half the cosmos. What a poetic name. Your name is so poetic, but it's not as superior as Galactic Baseballer. It's me, Tamila. Tamila? Tamila? How the hell are we getting a message from Tamila on Amphorius? For those who don't know, Tamila is one of the people that there used to be a daily quest for. Alright, my bad. I didn't tell you I changed numbers. I'm an artist now after all. That the IPC is quite strict with their information security. As for the name, don't worry, it's my manager that chose it for me. Something about will catch more attention. So I didn't think being an IPC artist means to be bound by so many rules. Popularity breeds contempt. You're a star now, so of course your treatment is different. Popularity breeds contempt, you know. Stop making fun of me right now. I'm a newbie, a singer at most. It's after coming to the outside world that I realized the world is so much bigger than I thought now. I have ways to go before reaching my ideal self. Fortunately, I've made some small progress recently. I'll continue to share good news with you when I come across them. Please look out for my performances. Well, we're going to be stuck on Amphorius for a year, so I have no clue why we're getting text messages from Tamila at this day and age. The lady that left Belobog to become an IPC star. I wish her all the greatest success. But I have no clue why she's messaging us. Does anyone know how we do the recap? Because I know there's supposed to be a recap we can watch. Oh well, I guess we'll just start nonetheless. We're about 40 minutes in. Which gives us about an hour and a half to do some content. Maybe a little bit longer, if I'm feeling up for it. I'm interested to see where the story goes from here. Because we left off on a huge cliffhanger. Await fine on it. Everybody's still just standing here, huh?
Aglaya, with all due respect,
How long do we have to wait here?
this trial's taking far too long.
It's been like days, weeks. It's been 6 weeks, actually. Yeah, it's been taking way too long. Have faith in finite. Yeah, he's been gone for a while now. Yeah, it feels like we've already waited for 42 days. How did you even arrive at that number? 6 weeks.
What do you think of this, Trinan?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Finon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly.
Castris, you can translate Titan speech, right?
Wait, no!
What happened?
Lady Trinan.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
Sounds like Kefale to me.
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, Mydeimos.
Oh, we're gonna have to give the core flame to Mydeimos, aren't we? Like I predicted? What's going on?
Plan B. We pull him out when something goes wrong.
Cool, we're capable of doing that?
As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand.
He's gonna walk out of there with a core flame, isn't he? He's gonna walk out of there a demigod.
Discerning. Alright then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
Cool, we get to go inside a weird vortex of Genesis.
That might not be a good idea.
Why not,
The
Castris?
core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual.
How?
Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences. Our two
Yeah, but we're not
distinguished guests
participating
are
in the
not
trial,
obliged
though.
to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
It's fine, we got this. Exactly, no way am I getting involved. Can't we all go together? Ah, daisy chain. So if one mountain climber falls, we all fall. Things have taken a critical turn, especially so with Finance life on the line. Of course, we Nameless will do what is necessary. How should we help?
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Goliath's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nico's
I mean, how
wrath.
tough could he be? We fought him once, twice, three
Something
times now.
bad were to happen, Caster.
Unless it's the MOC
Your priorities should
Nikador,
ensure
then we're
the
screwed.
safety
I
of
got no
these
chance
two.
against that.
I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
After you, my lord. Yes, my lord. Righto. Where's Tribbie and Trianne? Hey, I say stay safe a lot. It's what I usually say instead of goodbye. Let's also make our way to the front of the Spirit Basin when you're ready.
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf.
Let's go. That don't look too hard. Oh, we get a My Day for this? We'll hold the phone. Hang on, we're going all in on that. Let's grab my links that I kind of forgot about.
Our reinforcements from beyond the sky. Warriors of high esteem. Please close your
Alright.
eyes and hold
Let's
your
just
breath.
take my hand like this and just shove it right in the basin. Let's go. My headset.
They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challengers safe from the devastating rage of strife.
Yeah, we know that. We were there.
They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy.
Yeah, we know.
When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars.
Uh-oh.
And between them, a demigod shall rise.
Very well. Come forth then.
Whatever you say, Lord Nias.
Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making.
I wish he didn't have a default model.
Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
I thought My Day and Don Hung were coming with us. Why am I by myself here talking to Nias? Text. Not good. Everyone's dead.
What's the matter? Surprised?
So what kind of trial would Strife put us in? The apocalypse, of course.
Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial.
Where's Don Hung? Why is it just you? Where's Don Hung?
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most.
There's no place for you in Emphorius.
A disaster. So much for the king of...
You
Ah.
get away, criminal vermin!
Be on alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
Also known as dried blood.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Accompanyings are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Ackerman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that.
It's one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of war culture. Watch on and wait for the trial.
Mydeimos, my king, avenge me.
I think we're not in Finon's trial.
Is this?
So the Alpha Brute has found his way here. It's a pity, though. You're too late. You will never stop the Holy City's army.
I don't think you can take us. That doesn't sound good. I don't think that that's an Ackerman soldier anymore.
Face your death, cowardly king.
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikador's wrath.
Don't even need to see what his ult looks like.
Absurd. I know this Accompanying. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and
Oh, so were you like in a
twisted
scene from your past?
That horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless
It's
fool.
really laying it on thick that you should probably have this core flame, huh? Who is he?
It's nothing. Let's go. That voice.
Cartonis?
Is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
I can't get over there. There's stuff in the way. Oh, he's over here.
Mydeimos you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally?
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonis.
We're gonna have to kill him, aren't we?
Humiliate me shall not. Leave! Get out of Okima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is...
Mother's Signet.
Mother's Signet.
It's got Nigador's constellation logo on it.
It's here again. I knew it.
Ha! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin! With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You are not at all Cartonus! Look out!
Oh. Long narrow shadow pierces through the phantom of Cartonus. Long narrow shadow?
Nice move.
Ah! A spear. You too. Are you the real Don Hung? I could ask you the same. What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waters of Scaled Gorge water's sake? How would I even remember that?
Parted the waters.
Oh, forget it. Just kill me, alright? Sounds like something the real you would say. What did we say back then? That was so many hours of gameplay ago. I think that was like, what, my 20th or so stream of this game, give or take? Maybe like less than that. We're like past 100 now almost, right? We're getting close.
So, you are Don Hung. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memories from my past. Nothing worth mentioning.
You mean you saw your past too?
Cool, why am I not getting to see my past? Is my past off limits? Do we only get to explore my past with Mem?
The trial of Strife is a vicious one, all right.
That means Finon's probably in his hometown right now. What are you thinking? Oh, that means that scene we saw with Cyrene at the end of the last Trailblaze mission, that was probably Finon going through the trial. The scene of him remembering being a little boy with Cyrene before she gets speared through the back, or stabbed through the back.
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Finon has never met.
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means that we'll be able to find Finon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagine it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source.
There's gotta be a Nigador in here somewhere, right?
The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
I have a feeling someone is manipulating this battlefield. Someone who might not be Finon.
I agree.
Yeah, it's probably Nigador himself. Or the Core Flame, or whatever you want to say.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nigador's trial.
You gonna say something? What's wrong with you two? I met that warrior before. It's Nias, an incarnation of Nigador.
I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nigador themselves.
Mydeimos, you are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you.
We actually mistook you for him when we were going through the Kremnos of the past.
And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
No.
Well, I guess that's that. Let's leave.
I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
We didn't interfere. We let him die in honor. This is gonna be one fierce battle we won't be able to get out of. Would you go easy on us? We traveled together before, remember? One who has fallen. Phynon failed the trial?
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his.
Oh, that's the easy part.
Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Oh, you heard him, Don Hung. I guess we're leaving.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Hey, you leave his mom out of this.
Don't you dare speak of her.
You see, me and Mydeimos are on the same page here.
She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you
And if I remember correctly, she was poisoned.
for naught?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, she was poisoned and the match was rigged so she would lose.
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of Strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense.
That droning noise is actually kind of hurting my ears.
The god of Strife, battle me and put a swift end to this.
All the NPCs are looking at us now.
Your hatred is as clear as day, Mydeimos. My words must have stung you deeply. But thanks to them, I have also come to realize. This is why you killed your father for the throne. Only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, letting Strife continue instead. Oh, child and show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of the very destiny.
Strife. Like I said, this ain't Phynon's trial anymore. It's Mydeimos's.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. The same way I ripped apart that former king. I see you wish to repeat these. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your
I don't like the look of that.
and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of Strife and consume me. Or lose yourself in the fight and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash.
What was the quote again? History is written by the victor, while the losers will be turned to ash.
Remember this. The
Yep. We're gonna inadvertently make him a demigod.
Knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Mydeimos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you?
I'm starting to feel like this could have honestly just been in 3.0 at this point. It's like the final boss. Oh, we got to keep his energy. So let me see how this works. Restore HP and accumulates talent charge. Deals massive imaginary damage to designated imaginary targets. Taunts the target and adjacent targets. Cool.
Mournful cries. Miserable wails. Kings of Kremnos. This is the power you desire?
Increased taunt value. Look at all that health he has. We're now at the point where power creep has gotten to 5-digit health. On the player side.
In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of Strife.
In the name of fairness.
This raging power. I can hardly contain it.
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos.
How noisy.
There we go. As long as we keep My Day alive, this is an easy win. That was a little bit too easy. Grapple. Punch. Oh, we got the lance out. And people said Finon wasn't stabbing My Day in the trailer.
Found you.
It's a good thing that Mydeimos is immortal, right? I don't know about you, but a sword through my gut looks like it would hurt something fierce. I wouldn't die from it. I would die from the sword getting pulled out of my gut. Sometime later.
I did my best.
You did plenty fine. The Core Flame trial is indeed no place for the weak. Let's just hope that Finon gets through this.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
Castor is saying what we already said earlier.
In all likelihood.
Is the Black Tide really that scary? We haven't really seen it all that much. It looks like data corrosion to me. It's only normal to be overcome by your inner demons. I think Nias mentioned it before. Since coming to Amphorius, we have heard many talking about this Black Tide. Could you tell us more about it?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Amphorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the 3 Titans of Calamity. Nobody
Sounds
knows
like a
where it
mimetic
came from
virus
or
to me.
how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Nias, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of Calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of Strife so readily.
But now, We must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
I sadly think you are the best candidate to do that, my man.
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me.
Then who?
As the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seed of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
I think that this world is just going towards it on its own. You know, entropy and all that. The guy doesn't want to be a demigod. I don't fault him for that. Sing, O goddess of his rage. Rhinon was defeated in the trial of strife, had his consciousness corroded by a titan. Sometime before it recovers. Let the frustrated hero just rest a while. And in the trailer footage, outside of him stabbing Mydeimos in the trailer footage, there was literally no other footage to find on in this entire update, so I don't think we will see him again until 3.2. That is my prediction. An unspeakable thing of the unknown origin. What comes to mind when you put the keywords together? Stellaron does come to mind, yep. A Leviathan? A cosmic mega octopus? To be fair, Ouroboros is like the one Aeon that we don't really know anything about yet and could theoretically be the third Aeon that's watching this world. That's right, if you think about the various characteristics of Amphorius, an isolated world of eternal night being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Amphorius wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe. Be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching Black Tide, none of these can be explained as a natural progression of a civilization. There must be other reasons for the current state of isolation. It's just that if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have observed a certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise. By now, but that isn't the case. The voice of the Stellaron, the Antimatter Legion, the Stellaron Hunters? That's what I was thinking of too. From past experience, the Stellaron within you should be able to resonate with the other Stellarons. We haven't encountered anything like that here. Unless Mem is the Stellaron. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved that the appearance of the world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. No sweat, this Trailblaze can tackle 10 paths if it must. It could be an all-star cast. Who knows, maybe Machiavelli's behind it all. In another sense, it's Penacony all over again. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point. Since Nigador has fallen, those who were suppressed by them will no doubt begin a counterattack now. Seems Trailblazing Expedition is growing in significance. I hope at some point we cut back to what's going on with Himiko and March. Because that's what I actually care about, considering that's the cliffhanger we fucking ended on last time. But sure. Mighty.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago.
I'm not worrying about him.
I'm worrying about me. I don't want to be a demigod.
Alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
Oh, that's nice.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nigador's trial?
Man's last stand.
Terrifies me.
All your people willing to die for dignity and honor alone?
Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
To make you a demigod.
Aglaya knew that Phynon might fall. And she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't
I
it?
wouldn't put it past Aglaya. That definitely sounds like in her book of schemes.
Yes.
Oh my god, you admit it?
It's like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. The downfall of Strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
At least we know where, like, one of the Titans is.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
A real air quotes there on willing.
I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
Ah, I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual.
I think he's looking for moral support, Tribbie.
Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they?
Well, instead of a king, how about a demigod?
If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. Lady Tribbios. Therein.
You don't want to
lies
lead,
my
or you
deepest
worry that
fear.
you'll be a bad leader?
We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
D? Regardless of what happens, we will always...
I don't know, you have a lot of death flags.
Thank you.
If anyone has, like, the fewest death flags, it's the immortal man over there, whose only death flag is that he's immortal, which means that it would definitely be a plot hook to get rid of that at some point, where it'd be very, very key and a very, very bad time to lose immortality.
The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look.
Remnants of regal souls.
The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
We're playing almost Mono Quantum. I wonder when the Council of Elders plotline is going to start moving forward. In one of my trailer reactions, I posted a theory about that.
Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
Oh, hang on.
Shouldn't run around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about your feats on the battlefield.
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway.
That's still pretty close.
My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from
Mr. Who?
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Archiman.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
Who's Mr. Crateros?
That old man can be such a child sometimes. Do you know where Crateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
I don't know. The old man's giving me little creepy vibes, how, like, he wants to play with kids all day.
No!
Is that the job of a king's guard?
I was counting near Verax Leo when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Verax Leo was he with?
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the backs.
Alright.
Alright, I'll go look for him. We should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Maybe, I don't know. It's not safe there. No one's battling the Black Tide to keep it away from there.
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemenids. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others.
Tradition is a hard thing to break.
You've never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
That is a good question.
Because this place is definitely not home.
And why is this place definitely not home? Let me apply the Socratic method.
Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
No one is born with any destiny in mind.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Amphorius. No one can defeat them.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us. We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos.
I am not a brave warrior of Kremnos. I will do neither of those two things.
Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
My dinner tonight was fried rice and a donut with custard.
The future of Kremnos. I should find Krateros.
Alright. So he's probably by the Verax Leo statue. The gossip-loving Verax Leo statue, if I had to guess.
There he is. Is he engaged in a debate with that foolish lion?
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos. Get a grip. We're here
Hey,
by order
it's
of
the Council of
Council
Elders!
Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Out of my way, lackeys of the council.
The civil guard of
I don't think he's afraid of the council.
Please keep out of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable?
Ooh!
Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo and Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall?
There's a voice I haven't heard in many a moon.
No, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were
I feel like I know
stacked
this
even
Greek
higher
myth that
than
he's
the peaks
referencing.
around Accompanying. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike. And then...
I think this is the story of that, there is a story about someone in Greek mythology taking down a lion. Even in the Disney Hercules movie, there's a reference to it, except they made the lion Scar from The Lion King as a funny reference.
Why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on. Well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while.
Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Kratos. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty.
Ooh, look at that
I'm
face.
tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried. They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
Wait, so how in the world did Chrysia's Leo get mounted on the wall?
I guess we're just...
Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
hyenas.
Hey, old man, how dare you? Calm down. Calm down.
Well, I guess they're gonna follow me. I like it when we get to use the models more. Follow creator. Oh, I'm supposed to be following him.
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
I don't think I could fall behind because these doors take so long to open. The door's still trying to open.
We're almost there.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Oh, we're gonna beat him up?
Let's do it.
What are you up to?
Someone help me!
We just walk. We get them to follow us into a dark alley and knock him out.
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I like seeking the counsel of old man. Old man know much. Me will be old man someday.
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
Technically, partially by his hand, and yes, he doesn't want it.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
I don't know, maybe we could become a democracy.
Divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time.
But were they truly that glorious? Or is it just nostalgia glasses?
If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Mydeimos.
Yeah, his mother was badass.
You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes, to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
I thought it was you.
Are you trying to shame me, Mydeimos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of.
The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return.
It's a dumb tenet.
This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even in
I don't know. Poison kills the king is a very common trope.
I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit.
I said I would look for these in the background when I was watching the Tribbie trailer. They actually are there, so that means where the Tribbie trailer took place, I think, was like up on one of these buildings in the distance that we don't really get to visit yet.
Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Mydeimos.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this
That was
is
a long
not
pause.
time yet.
Go, mighty. Yeah, that's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos.
Traditions are
We may
bunk.
reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Progress over tradition.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
I wish we had more NPCs like him. Oh, we have voice lines for Gorgo now.
This is murder. Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Look, there he is. There's Kratos right there.
My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
And he's gonna throw him into the ocean.
Don't be absurd. Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos?
If he survives, he will be a threat because he threw him in the fucking Sea of Souls.
You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
I should probably get a screen cap of this for the thumbnail. Nothing like a good old Greek painting.
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed. Starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
Your failure is inevitable, Eurocon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child! A beast that murders his own kin, royal wing elites, and emperors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold! If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle.
Understood. 5, 4,
Randaros.
3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2, 1.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent...
Tacit consent, he says, as he throws the baby into the void.
With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival, my son. Mydeimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the blade of fury above us and the council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos.
Queen Gorgo.
O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
And then she ends up poisoned, weakened, and loses that duel.
Mydeimos, my son, they all tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
I'm with her on this one. Screw the monarchy. The mother roared in anger. The armies remained in silence. Only the cries of the waves and the Sea of Souls echoed. That was a short little aside. Back to the private bath chamber. Ever since the Battle of Nigador, you haven't slept soundly in ages. You haven't slept so soundly in ages. Even if death itself came to rouse you, you'd proudly retort, "Why does life slumber? Because the bed is warm." Fuck the Penacony plot. I hated the Penacony plot. I think it was really mid. One of the people that low-key liked the Lawfu plot better. I'll admit, I actually think the Banana Rappa storyline was honestly better written than the entire storyline of Penacony. Yet a chill from the River of Souls wafted by, a sensation hauntily familiar. Could death truly be at your door? Best open your eyes just in case. Oh no. Oh no.
You're awake.
We got caught trying to cross the border, didn't we? I swear, I only did it to grab Hu Tao. No wonder I felt a chill. Why does life slumber?
That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that. I apologize for arriving uninvited.
Because the bed is warm.
I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby. I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Dan Hong, and wishes to present it to you.
Another
in
gift?
person.
What did we do this time? Gift? Gimme, gimme. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. Alright, let's set off.
You know, with somebody with your predisposition, I would expect to be so much gloomier. You have been a ray of sunshine on this story. I say, knowing that there is no sun on this planet, then there's just a giant eyeball on the guy's back. The Crown Prince of Kremnos revealed the past, and the trial of Opithus is gained through the travels. Okay. Oh, we got a nameless regulation for the book. Crystal goblets filled with finest wine, sometimes when most of having the opportunity to enjoy the offerings, the courage to sign them. You can't help but think about the Express Comrades. If only March 7th was here. These are all evidently her favorites. Alright, let's look at the new chapter of As I've Written. I want to do these as we go, and then after this we'll take a short break. Oh, new stories? Ken, why are you reading them by yourself? I want in too. I just knew you'd show up. Sneaking to peek for now. Just so I can spoil it for you? No way, I'll bonk you on the head with my pink wand. This is probably going to add to the chapter of Mydeimos. Flame chasing those forgotten stories as I've written. Nations, why the aversions? Since which day did he become known as Myde? His strength rivals all lands, but the man pays it no heed. For only the authority of a king can end another king, and only strife can end strife. A torrent of conquest crosses the barrens, yet with homeland's blood it is destined to be stained. None dare to shake his hand in greeting, for his hands burn as the blazing sun soaked in the might of flames. What a mighty feat it is. In the aftermath of defeat, the man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. A body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flows. They say that this is the reason he is so unwilling to weep. But Idonia's blizzards, he once did cry, a tear shed among the storm and the frost, that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time, the entire world will turn to ash. This haughty man shall be the one to leave behind the world's final beauty, though none are willing to believe. Unlike his kin, those patterns are carved with his blood, a matter so suspicious it stirs the ambitions of the mundane. The people to this day still seek it, yet it is simply a tradition he follows closely. Do not let the enemy notice you when you're bleeding, and thus convince them that you are someone unsurpassed, a warrior supreme. The stories of the past forged his body, the white-haired friend once asked. The man goes silent and still, his gaze burning into the horizon, looking for a distant past. You can actually find him in the Memorial Market normally. He's just standing on the rooftop staring at the Dawn device. In his days of wandering, this same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied. Act concluded. That's 2 out of 5. And if you notice, he appears on the little icon for Strife. Did you know that Alchema is full of stories about Mydeimos? He's just bursting with tales. Are all princes like that? Who's stronger, him or Finon? I'm really curious about the curse of immortality. Me too. It's really hard to imagine what an undying body is like. If his arm accidentally fell off, would it become an immortal arm? God, that sounds terrifying. Sounds like it'd make a great weapon. Now I got that image stuck in my head. No, that's no good. Let's talk about something else. I heard someone say that his ability isn't immortality, but defying death. Even if he suffers a fatal wound, he can resist the call of Thanatos and force his way out of the realm of the dead. Now that's an unbelievable kind of power. Still, there really are way too many rumors about Mydeimos flying around. If they were all true, he wouldn't have had time to eat, would he? I wonder who's spreading all these stories. Sure is mysterious, don't you think? Whose path do we not have yet? But yeah, if you look at the Nigador's spear, it turns into Mydeimos. We got Tribbie here, Castras. Maybe we'll meet Anaxa later on, or Hyacine. I saw them in the trailers, so that's 2 more that we could probably add to the book. Oh no, wait, Castras is already there, so probably it's Anaxa and Hyacine. Let's go back to follow Castras and meet up with Aglaya.
The baths are bustling. Now that Nigador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
Have you heard? Seems like all the rooms are... I don't know how long I'll be able to live like
And these Varix Leos are everywhere, aren't they?
Is that Lady Tribbie and Lady Trianne?
Maybe. I kinda can't tell them apart from a distance.
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then.
Did she lose her book again?
Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Ugh, look at that color and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever.
Are you guys about to get scammed?
Calm down, Trianne. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
Alright, watch me walk up with my money bag bucks and just buy it for the whims. Because Castras is here, and she doesn't like it when I spend all my money on frivolous purchases.
No, it's alright. Trianne is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trianne is just... what? Trianne is super mad, that's what! You've forgotten! You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like
Why
this
can't I hear
before.
the game audio? Is it... Oh my god, has Van not been capturing game audio this whole time? Oh, that's so annoying. I'm just now noticing that I've not been capturing audio this whole time. I switched my audio settings a while back. Is it gonna go to the aux output? Is that it? There it goes. Oh my god, I've been fucking... No sound has been recording for the last 2 hours. That is so annoying. I can hear it on my end. It's just that I'm noticing that my recording software wasn't recording audio from the game. Were you able to hear it the whole time, the game sound? Since it's only the game audio that was lost, my mic audio was being recorded. So I might actually be able to salvage this by just ripping someone else's game footage and then trying to play and syncing up the audio with my actual game footage if it doesn't play in post. It's an hour. I could rip an hour of footage from somebody, right? That shouldn't be too hard. Somebody has to have uploaded this by now, right? Especially since we're only really playing through the first, like, hour of the story. Okay. Luckily, I could save most of it in editing. And my reaction, thank God my mic was recording, because if I wasn't recording the game audio and my mic for 2 hours, I would have lost my shit. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go for another half hour, so at least this will have some normal audio from this point out. Hopefully. I don't know. I have been seeing problems with... I've been noticing some problems with just the fucking chat. For whatever reason, the chat doesn't seem to be showing up on stream either. I tried fixing that before the stream, and I couldn't figure it out. I don't know, maybe I have to, like, add Streamlabs as a mod again. But I don't know why it wouldn't capture the chat. Since I can see the chat, but I just can't see the chat on stream. That is so annoying. Alright, never mind. Back to the game. Editor me can cut all that out.
Trian.
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
Okay. What's going on over there? What's going on with Tribbie?
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Tribbie and Lady Trian were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Casterus. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market, and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Tribbie and Lady Trian walked by earlier, Lady Trian happened to catch sight of it, and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown.
So it could be, or it could be like a replica.
But Lady Tribbie believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trian became awfully upset after hearing that.
Okay, so you're just telling us the stuff that we, the third-party viewers of the game, saw, but I guess we gotta catch them up on the speed.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Casterus, I'm running a business here after all, so...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
If only Finon was here. Glare at her in silence.
I suppose I can sell it to you at cost as a sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
We guilt-tripped her.
Much appreciated. We're lucky that she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty.
You also could have just not purchased it.
The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trian and reminds her of her hometown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's fake or not.
I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trian's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trian runs around, it won't break easily.
So it's glass designed to look like a ruby?
All right, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough.
What are you folks going to do next?
Hang on, can I push her onto the elevator platform? Yes, 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 yes! Haha! Damn it. Where's that elevator? Why is it taking so long to come down? She's magic.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
Why wasn't he in the room with me when you woke me up? You're finally here, Can.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
You're up so early, Don Hung. The gift. Gimme. The gift. I forgot that's why we're here. You're up early, Don Hung. You would have been too if you hadn't stayed up so late. But what matters is that you got a good rest.
For all that has happened,
we barely ever sleep in this damn
our
game.
intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima.
What does the Council of Elders have to say about you giving us all these elaborate gifts?
This is the dew of divine blood.
The what?
Brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima.
I don't want it. Keep it. That seems way too priceless to be handing over to a random guy.
Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other.
Cool. Except that there was only 12 of them, and now there's only 3.
And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us.
Is our character old enough to drink? I actually don't know. How old is the Trailblazer supposed to be? 16? 30? 45? 500? 1,000? My hand is trembling under the weight of this gift. I'm not drinking age yet. The Express has house rules about drinking, and even I'm not exempt to them. How old are you, Don Hung? I know you're a Vidyara Huff, so technically you've been reborn, but I actually don't know how old this version of you is. This precious gift isn't simply a token of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaia?
Very perceptive, Mr. Don Hung.
Ever the schemer.
Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
Cool, I don't feel good accepting this on behalf of the whole Astral Express because they're still not here yet. I kind of expected that by 3.1 they would be here. With all due respect, won't forging an alliance with the Chrysos heirs embroil us in the conflicts within Akama? I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaia. Right, we need to think about it first. Wow, my gift, my gift. Having said that, Lady Aglaia, please don't misunderstand. We will do what we can to assist you in the Flame Chase journey. It's just I've heard of the friction between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Okema. As outsiders, we are wary of getting caught in this conflict.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Who is this?
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaia's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Oh, hi, Barbara. I didn't know we were playing Genshin Impact this patch. And yes, I know this is Hyacine. But man, they did not do enough of an effort to make her look different from Barbara. I can see why people are joking that she's the first Genshin XP. This is literally Barbara. Did they even change her hair model? I can't tell.
Not only are you guests
Oh,
from
she's so
beyond
small.
the sky, but you've also done so much for Akuma. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
And you are?
Hyacinth.
Oh, that's how you
Thank
pronounce
for
it.
taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Hyacin. I like the logo on the back of her hat. It kind of reminds me of the nobody symbol from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
She's so tiny.
The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again.
Got another 4'10" character, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's Cassie. Oh, I've missed you.
Ooh, a new nickname. Gray, Danny, Cassie. Is Aglaya's nickname Agli? Who dis?
Miss.
Wait, that sounded like someone, not Casper, saying that.
You can't say that. Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya.
I don't know. This girl, she's a natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair. Yeah, I wonder how March is doing.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together.
Also, we're not allowed to tell the secret, but you're allowed to blab to everyone, Aglaya?
Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akuma presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
How old are you?
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akuma, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Oops, what did I pick? Well, if you insist. I see. If that's the case, we will accept this gift from Akuma. We will welcome the chance to talk to you and Lady Hyacin.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Oh no. Did we just agree to an interview? Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaires, are these all part of the usual skill set for Aquila's priests?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacin, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard.
Uh-huh.
Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikador's attack on Akuma, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacin to treat the wounded in Akuma.
Is she also a Chrysos heir? I don't see a weird gold tattoo on her somewhere. Does she have gold blood? Can I stab her and find out? Why is they say that they will die, and it shows Hyacin and Anaxa in the trailer? Someone will give their
What
life.
I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me.
Also,
a little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Also, you're probably the most clothed person here besides me and Don Hung. Ah, so you're a therapist. Thank you. We will keep that in mind. Man, first we get a therapist in Genshin, now we're getting a therapist in Star Rail in as many patches.
Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me to...
Did I miss some context there? What? Updates about the research of Black Tide. We also want to communicate the desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's.
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castris will be accompanying her.
Oh good, Castris can give her that thingy.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
Since this involves Akama's diplomatic affairs, we'll give you some privacy. Let's go out and play. Back to bed again. Boring.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Gray. I'd be
Gray.
delighted to show you around.
Sounds good. Gaining more insight on the customs and geography of the regions of Amphorius is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you.
We retrieved that for her in a side quest. I'm surprised it's getting brought up now.
This tool, called the Weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them.
It's a representation of Menestia.
While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the Weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too. Make good use of it. Trianne is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
Do divine blood. The Weft.
Make good use of it. Trianne is already...
Speak with Casper and soon and prepare to head out.
I'm glad to be in your company again, miss.
Oh, hang on. I don't have any more questions. Tell me more about the Titan known as Thanatos.
Controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them. And they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Probably the dragon that they keep showing in all of your trailers. Who's Professor Anaxa?
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth.
She's so tiny.
She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then.
What is the Grove of
The
Epiphany?
Grove of Epiphany is Akama's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circe's and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Been going for 2.5 hours. We'll go for 2:45 because of how much time I've wasted doing technical difficulties and whatnot.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
Meet up with Hyacine's friends. Oh yeah, Hyacine's gonna be involved in one of the events too, with the chimeras.
Look, there she is, and Lady Trianne. But who's that they're looking at?
Someone on the ground?
Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury. Miss Hyacinth, this man was
discovered by Trianne! Trianne was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first. These wounds, they're caused by the black tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the black tide injured him. Gray, Cassie, and Trianne, would you mind making your way to the grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
Which sounds like an excuse to get Hyacinth out of the story for something bad that's about to happen to us when we get to the grove.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trianne believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trianne! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama!
But you're not flying, you're running.
Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akama behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
Man, we got so many nicknames that we go by in this game. Are we using the Sentry Gate?
You might not be aware of this, but using the Sentry Gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trianne.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Trianne promised Tribbie that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Alright, let's go.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the grove we go!
We have to hold hands? Do you want to bring up the castress in the room, or should I? Finally, a new location to explore. The grove. Why are we looking at it?
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Yeah, because they don't have, you can't sew through a gemstone.
Cass, memmy, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Oh wow, there was a word that wasn't mem in that sentence. Cass has such nimble fingers. I want to learn too.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
Wait, you understood that?
Memmy, mem, mem, memmy.
How are you two so close already? Cass and I are now good friends after traveling together for so many days.
Memmy, memmy, mem, 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 mem.
It took days to get here?
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable. Oh, this is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador.
It has.
After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Good. Can you explain that to Don Hung? Because I don't think Don Hung can understand Mem yet. It shows that I'm learning new things once I obtain memory of poking Wolfeld. Will I grow hands that are as pretty as Cass's hands? You are slowly going to turn into Cyrene, aren't you? That just sounds weird. Scary. Don't teach her how to sew, Cass.
Memmy, mem.
That's horrible. You can't say that to a girl.
Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
I was just kidding. Anyway, I believe that this trip to the Grove of Epiphany will definitely be a fruitful one.
Memmy, mem, 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 memmy, mem, 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 mem. Ah, memmy, mem, mem.
How exciting. I wonder what changes I'll experience next. Maybe next you'll stop talking in mems. You'll learn a new powerful ability. You might become fluffier. Transform into a cute girl now. Well, you don't have to yell.
Cute. Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
It's Sylveon, the Pokemon. You don't recognize it?
Puppy? Mem.
Puppy, I'm a different species altogether.
Memmy.
I thought she would just give me a nickname like Little Memmy.
It's already action hour.
Noon?
Lady Trian, I hope you're well rested. You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Mommy, doll with sword. Huh.
Oh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trian.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Actually, we learned from the Golden Epic trailer what Tribbios was like before they were the many little ones. I don't know who was anything from before Tribbios.
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom.
That is a weird description.
But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
Oof. Big sad. Ooh, I see a sprite behind you. In that case, Ken and I will lend Trian a hand. So what's your superpower? But you don't have hands, only paws. I know it's a figure of speech. I was making a joke. Think about it, there's so many memories scattered all over this world. Surely at least one of them contains the image of Trian's mama. Oh, they said that one of the new areas we'll get will be the Janisopolis of the past. I guess Mem will do that for Trian. If I keep a lookout for a while searching for the memories along our journey, then Can can go boom. Not only will Trian be able to remember what her mama looks like, she'll even be able to talk with her. That's amazing, Mem.
Trian thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
You can understand Mem too? Don Hung, where are you? Get up to speed. Why can't you understand Mem and everybody else can? Only if you promise to stop calling me Pink Puppy.
Then I'll call you Little Memmy from now on.
Wow, that's exactly what we thought you would call her. That's much better. Still, I'd like to know what exactly I am. That was just a name I came up with on a whim. Oh well, it doesn't matter, because I'll be sticking to my word anyway. Now that Trian has cheered up, shall we get going? Mem.
Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time!
I see ghosts. Woven Trail. Where did he get this name from?
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress.
Huh.
As the warps and wefts of the dress came into contact with the ground, they turned into paths and stairs.
Interesting.
Look! A huge tree! It's huge!
Oh, yeah, that is a big tree. Huh. Well, that's gotta be important for some sort of side quest. So majestic.
Mem,
Hurry and capture this moment. Giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting its falling head into the wilting green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as if it was sighing softly, fading into the lightless ocean above on high. Would March 7th appreciate the sublime scene? You're uncertain. Don Hung, perhaps? Never mind. Every time you encounter a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. Take photo of the big tree. I never fail to impress. This photo deserves an award. What is this huge tree, though?
It's the Bough of Rift, the
reason
divine
Titan.
body of Circe's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest.
And also, I could see Aurora Borealis.
A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Something feels off.
What did Mem say? This academy is supposed to be this quiet? Yeah, that does feel off. Where is everybody?
The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
So we have no way in? Is the grove closed to visitors?
That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
For now, let's look around and see if we can find out what's happened.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
The worshipper nymph. Circe's where?
Oh, Trian found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side! The entrance on the other side. Where could it be?
Alright. Close enough.
Lumber's eyes are so sharp!
I knew you would find it.
Seriously.
The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
Storgi?
Oh.
I don't know about you, but this feels like a very unsafe path. Decree of the Seven Sages.
As I expected, something's not right here.
Even though we're not scholars, someone should have come forward to receive us by now.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
Where is everybody? Maybe Aglaia didn't give them a heads up? Maybe something happened? Maybe they really are asleep.
That's not very likely. As far as I can recall, the voices of people engaged in debate echoed throughout the grove at all hours of the day.
Damn, people here don't sleep?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Probably not a good idea, Trian. If there's monsters, you just told them all we're here now.
Oh. No one's here.
Whoa, that scared me. What should we do now? Should we head back? Come now, don't give up so easily. At least struggle a bit like a scared bunny. That is a weird phrase.
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not.
Wait, is everyone here incorporeal?
This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Whoa, that scared me too. Is this part of some ritualistic prayer? Who came up with this? How unique.
This is a proverb that was recorded in the handbook of Nestia's priests. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
Maybe you just don't sync up with Nestia all that much. Let's give us a try, the person who seems to pick up everything on their first try.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
By the way, is there any reason why we're going here with Trian of all people?
But that shouldn't be.
Mem.
Hey, look over there, something's appearing.
Are they white dryad flowers?
I've been wondering what these ghost-looking things are. Investigate the white dryad. White Dryad. What a cute name.
No, these aren't white dryads.
What are they then?
These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Oh.
Dead me, Mem.
That's not good.
Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls.
Cool, why are they around then?
However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
I thought you could already see ghosts, though.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Mem, can you read their memories?
Fine, I guess we're accessing the cheat code that is Mem.
Let me try.
Me try. Mem. Hey. Don't say it together with me. You're distracted.
Black cloak.
Uh-oh.
Sword.
Those are three words that never go good together.
Towards the great tree.
That's it. Their memories are too faint for me to see anything. I can only vaguely make out these words.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So do I. And I think his name is Flame Reaver, which I went back and was watching, like, the Nameless Faces trailer. And there's, like, 3 frames from when Phynon puts the golden blood on him and transitions into the logo. In between that, there's some, like, impact frames of the Flame Reaver. So I'm actually curious to what the Flame Reaver's deal is. And I'm really excited to learn more about him.
The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Especially since, like, in the first trailer in that Nameless Faces trailer, I think we kind of see them kill every single character we met so far.
Oh! Trian will be on high alert!
Master Caldicus, I have installed the bronze detonators along a number of the Grove main roads as you instructed. Very good. Can we proceed according to plan? There will be no issues on the technology side. We have already held the detonation tests and ensured that they are able to damage the bodies of Titans. It's just what? It's just that such methods are blasphemous. Huh. Such things are not important in a moment of crisis. What matters most is that we slow the invasion of the Black Tide as much as possible. I never thought that when our backs were against the wall, we would be forced to use that Anax's wicked ways. Other scholars held such reverence for the gods that they never researched such evil technology. Even if the Titan disagrees, it's not like they'll say anything. Alright, that's enough lamenting. Gravitas, you have another important mission now. I need you to find a way to leave the Grove immediately and head to the Akama to request aid. I do not know if the Grove can withstand this threat. If we can just hold out until reinforcements arrive, then all will be well. If not, I have no choice but to entrust the core flame to that woman. You want me to leave the front line and be a deserter? No, there's no way. You're a Chrysos heir. If anyone is going, it should be you. Don't argue with me. You know you will never win. It is precisely because I am a Chrysos heir that I must stay and fend off the Black Tide. I will endeavor to ensure that we survive until reinforcements arrive. I may be a scholar, but I know a bit about fighting. Any normal Black Tide monster is no match for me, so you need not worry. I just don't want to be. Calling for aid is not desertion. If you were not prepared to risk your life, the Black Tide would simply intercept you and kill you before you made it to Agama. Gravitas, you are the fastest among us. Will you accept this important duty? I will not let you down. May Circes protect your mind, Master Kalnicus. May Circes protect your mind. Alright, another hidden passage. I'm still looking for a good stopping point.
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense.
Pretty underwhelming.
There, on the steps.
Yep, that's Black Tide. And those are monsters.
This looks really scary.
What kind of beast is this? Or is it the Death Titan's kin?
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves.
So like fragmented monsters.
Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this? Ma'am.
Oh wait. Black thing seems to be moving. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite make that out.
The monster is alive! Trienne will protect everybody!
It kind of looks like it's reusing some of the assets of the Void Ranger model.
Trienne, please hide behind us. Miss, let's do this.
I wonder what they're weak against. Corrosion. Certain enemies will inflict ally units with corrosion state. Attacking enemies will restore corroded HP. The more targets hit, the more it is restored. So it's kind of like the Bloodborne HP mechanic.
As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak. They're talking about the Black Tide.
Oh, I think they're talking about more than that, Cass.
Can you find the answer?
Anyway, they are not weak to ice.
Expand your thinking.
They are weak to quantum.
Do you know this big diamond? It's all yours. Time to twirl.
Nothing major. Bloom.
I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless
So
riddle.
do they have to do the hit
Nothing
in order
but
to get the
force.
HP back?
You defeated
monsters. They aren't supposed to show up here, right?
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location.
I think taking on Nikador might have something to do with
I'm
that.
afraid a world where Strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akama is also in danger?
Maybe. Somehow the Dawn device stops the Black Tide from spreading there.
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
I don't know. Oh, are we cutting to something else? If not, this will probably be a good stopping point. At the same time in Akama.
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akama.
Wait, was that patient Gravitas?
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now. Tribbie, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from.
Where did he come from?
He is not Accompanying. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castorus and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trian just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though.
I did, only because I knew it was the next area we were going to.
Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
No.
We see it.
Oh, they can?
The core flame is still there, but...
But... what?
But they can't see for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Good point.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
So far, we haven't seen a single living person.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
That is a good question.
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Damn. Someone after my own heart right there.
Is this a joke as well?
It didn't sound like one.
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akama. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akama's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now.
Yeah, we've done nothing to stem the Black Tide. I only expect it to get worse.
They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of Strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
You know, now that I think about it, I think I solved Mydeimos' problem. What Mydeimos needs to do is to start a new city. With blackjack and hookers. Kremnos is gone. It's time for a new legacy to begin.
Alright. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
So you're gonna just let her leave, which means that she's gonna go to the Grove, not knowing that it's currently under attack, and let her march into possibly her own death? Great plan.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
Me too, but I haven't seen any survivors yet, which is not spelling good for that.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Tribbie, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Gravitas.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
Aglaia said that Anaxa is still alive. If that's true, then there's still hope for everyone else, too. Who is this Anaxa guy, anyway? Why does everyone seem to have some kind of trust in him?
How should I put it? Lady Aglaia doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid.
He sounds like a big shot.
Despite being a chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense.
Darn. Where is this guy? And can we become best friends?
During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the flame chase journey.
Man, this guy's gonna be the ka-ching of this game. The person who I agree with on a philosophical level on every single thing that they say. Huh, and he's still able to conduct research here? Didn't you just say that the Grove is an academy that was established around a Titan?
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Well, it looks like Circes must really be open-minded if they're accepting of even this kind of novel idea. I would imagine that if God is real, that he would appreciate the fact that atheists are on this planet. And would not send them death threats.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these
I'm
titans
agnostic
to
for
bear
those
no
who don't
harm
know.
toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Voronix, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
Uh-huh. Is that why it hurts every time you use it? I don't think Oryx was reluctant to help us, as you put it, or they wouldn't have deemed Cant worthy and allowed me to journey alongside all of you.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
You should probably do that more often.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
As a last resort, right?
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
I wish there was like a physical indicator of that.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Just stick another death flag in Trian. We only have so many of those.
Of course,
I
we
think
know
they
that.
even literally show her dying in one of the
Lady
trailers,
Trian is a
probably.
demigod, the most
2 of the
powerful
trailers, at
among
least.
all of us here.
See you tomorrow, Tribbie.
Remember all those brave heroes and the tales you've heard? They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you.
Little Trian is so motivated. I mustn't fall behind. I'll use something to help all my friends that only I have. Oryx's power. Wonder if I'll find any memories.
So many monsters.
Maybe I'll find some useful memories here. Let me try. Optional, try to sense the Black Tide's monster's memory. Well, I'm going to end here, so we will pick this up later on. Thankfully, there is a checkpoint here.
Oh.
Anywho, thank you everybody for stopping by. Hopefully I'll be able to fix that audio problem in the first half. Hopefully there is no audio problem in the recording, and it was just not displaying that it was recording the audio on my end. Who knows? I'll find that out in a few minutes, and then I'll pull my hair out off stream. See you all next time. Next stream will probably be resuming Genshin, and maybe in 2 or 3 days. Probably Sunday will be the earliest. No, I'm gonna be busy Sunday night. So yeah, Monday will probably be the next time we stream Star Rail. Will probably be Sunday, and that's still a ways away. Anywho, I hope everyone had a fun February. See you all in March. Bye bye.